So students, today we are starting a new chapter which is your carbon and its compounds. Okay. So students, basically carbon is an element and the symbol for this carbon is C. You know it very well. It is a non-metal and the name carbon is derived from the Latin word which is your carbo. This is your Latin word carbo, from which this carbon word is derived. This carbo means coal. In Latin, it means coal. Okay, so this is because carbon is the main constituent of coal, and the amount of carbon present in the Earth's crust and atmosphere is very small. So, for example, in Earth's crust, it contains only 0.02% of carbon. Earth's crust only contains this much of carbon, that is 0.02%, and in the form of minerals like coal, petroleum, it is formed on the Earth crust in the form of minerals only, that is your coal and petroleum, and the atmosphere of the earth has only 0.03% of the carbon. Okay, this much 0.03% is only present in the atmosphere, and this is present on the earth crust. Okay, so students, uh, uh, despite of this small amount of carbon available in the nature, the carbon element has a very immense importance in every sphere of our life, and the importance of carbon can be seen from the fact that we are ourselves made up of carbon compounds which are called as the organic compound. In fact, all the living plants and animals are made up of carbon based compounds which we call as organic compound. Okay, so also one more nature of carbon is that it always form covalent bonds. Okay, so carbon compound always forms a covalent bond, as we all know that the atomic number of carbon is 6, so its electronic configuration in the Kl shell will be 2 and 4. Okay, so in that case, to complete its octet, it needs 4 more electrons to complete its octet. Okay, so in that case, by sharing its electrons with the other elements 4 electrons, then in that case it completes its octet, so it basically forms covalent bond. Okay, so students, basically large number of things which we use in our daily life are made up of carbon. Are food, grains, pulses, sugar, tea, coffee, fruits, vegetables, all the things which we use in our daily life are basically, most of them are made up of copper. The materials like cotton, silk, wool, nylon, polyester, the fuels which we use in our house, that is wood, coal, LPG, kerosene, and petrol, diesel, which we use for our cooking or running the vehicles, paper, rubber, plastics, leather, drugs, dyes are also made of up of this carbon compounds. And also the carbon element plays this means that it plays a very important role in our daily life, and we can have the presence of carbon in a material on the basis of the fact that the carbon and its compound burn in air to give carbon dioxide gas, and which in turn terms the lime water milky. This is the basic test for the presence of the carbon present in any compound. For testing carbon in any compound, we can do it by burning it. We can do it by burning that compound, which will release carbon dioxide gas, and this carbon dioxide gas will turn the lime water milky. Okay, so this is the basic test for these carbon containing compounds. Okay, so when we will pass this carbon dioxide gas containing the from the by burning after burning the carbon materials, then in that case we will get then in that case the carbon dioxide gas is released, and this will carbon dioxide gas when passed to the lime water, then this lime water will be turned milky.